Sega.
Welcome back everyone to the testing grounds where we take a look at new and upcoming units for Total War Arena. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Raiding Party unit pack where we look at the Chargers, who are one of the cavalry units entering in this update. So, what is this unit and how do they differ from other cavalry? Well, they have absolutely almost no armor at all. They pretty much rely on their charge bonus, which is very significant at 166. Obviously that's depending on the upgrades that they have, and you can see right now with majority of barbarians they're quite aggressive, so you can see being light units as they are, they can pretty much get involved quite quickly. Instantly in some horse archers though, so they're going to have to be a bit more defensive. But you can see the movement over on the hills already, using their light abilities to their advantage, taking control of that watchtower early on. And you can see them following up here, trying to get at these Scythian horse archers, which is a good target for them if they can get it. And there you can see Dave getting in there, getting a charge, but Raider also has charges, and it's a good counter for those. You can see Paulus as well, diving in there, trying to keep everything at bay. We're going to be following the red team on this game. Both teams do have charges on either side, so Paulus over there as well. But there's also some Thracian Royal Cav. And there's a good charge from Paulus onto the Legionary Cavalry. Obviously Legionary Cavalry are a lot more heavy armoured, but that charge was devastating. 166 from those charges. But they can't really stay in the fight too long, and that's what we're starting to say here, is Eric Wong and Emperor just starting to slowly have the more heavy armour kind of take its toll in the prolonged fight. And you can see Agony Duck here coming in, drop the shields, and he's just getting in there with those spear units, and that's going to be very difficult for the cav units to deal with. Up here, probably not so bad. He has caught out a lot of this cav, but you know, look at this, completely surrounded on all sides. And talking to that, you can still see Agony, Prussian Prince, Clan, and Hacksilver Hunter. Both of Charger units kind of threatening. Nothing went up this side at all, so they have a clear run completely. And you can see in the middle of the fight, there's the artillery coming in, and some of the CA staffers getting completely murdered by artillery. CA Dave gone for a scout and charge, and slowly doing some damage. That's Legionary Cav, so they need to back out of that fight as quick as possible. And there you go, this is where Agony Duck just getting completely surrounded, but it's drawn so many units away. But Prussian Prince here is going to get a chance to go for this artillery. Sparrow's going to try and block him. He's going to try and go round. This is going to be very difficult for him to do. You can see he's got two charges here. He uses one, does a bit of damage, but you know, he doesn't want to get tied down. And here he still has his frenzy charge, and he uses it there. And there you go. He takes out two units of artillery. I mean, these artillery units were very well defended, but there you go. Prussian Prince managed to get through, and then Hacksilver Hunter comes in as well. I mean, in prolonged fights against a veteran legionnaire, they're not going to do well. But those charges are devastating, and they've done so much damage with it there. You can see those Scythian horse archers also getting caught out by the chargers. These charger units, being what they are, a very light unit, hanging around at tier 7, and they're just amazing counters against horse archers and even heavier cavalry, because they can always just dodge around them and keep moving. You can see Agony Duck here constantly being a pain with his spearmen here, drop the shields and are just constantly rushing around. I mean, they don't take damage very well, but considering they're very good at killing cavalry, they are constantly making themselves a threat on the battlefield. And you can see this fight is still going on here. Raider came back in with his charges to help the fight with the Legionnaires, but the damage is done. The artillery's already gone, and Prussian Prince trying to just clean up best he can. While we're looking elsewhere, the fight is just descended into a bit of a melee, really. Cavalry managed to get through, and the artillery over there. Isn't that more charges? It is. No, it's the Thracian Royal Cavalry doing that one. And you can see once again CA Dave with his chargers coming in, just making a nuisance of themselves, you know. The great thing about the chargers, and more importantly Arminius and Barbarian Cav as a whole, is even if you can't do any damage at the time, as the units are too full strength or whatever, you can still always use your scout ability, and you can always be a threat, and you can always just harass and give vision for the rest of the team, and that's something that's been going on here quite a lot. And as much as we are trying to show off this unit, they're doing a great job of it because our players are keeping these alive, and you can see Elliot there slowly but surely being cut down by Agony Duck and Prussian Prince there. He's still got his archers, and he's still got the Scythian archers to do what he can, but and he's targeting good units as well. But there you go, the charge at the back, and there's another charge right into the side of that unit. I'll be surprised if Elliot's units survive, and there they go, they break, and right now this is pretty much becoming a one-sided battle. Haxo finally got his infantry, who've been slowly coming over the pass the whole time. He did put them onto where is it? Infiltration, and make short work of those gladiators there.
Ready for orders.
So, as you can see, it's kind of a fight going on in both bases here, and that artillery is still doing a lot of damage using flaming shot. I think that is burning coals being used there.
As you command,
unit, they still got their shield now. I can't work out the commander. It's probably a Leonidas. See, Dave's still staying alive with his charges there, just doing what he can, giving a bit of vision, and there you can see he's already killed a few units, just going for the hit and run, targeting another unit of Barbarian chargers who just he's gone for momentum. Can we get the charge? That's a charge right in the back, but unfortunately it cut out just at the last minute. He's trying to get a charge, misses it, hits straight into a unit of companion, foot companion. That's not going to be the engage he wants, and he's going to be backing off from that. And there you go, those charges. That speed is just so useful, and you can see got in there, got into the artillery, and you know, making a mess of those right now. See Dave using that charge bonus of 166 on the charges there to just do so much damage to what is definitely a unit which is very good at dealing with cavalry. But obviously in the strength that they're in right now, the damage they've taken, and really just the run-up and charge of those charger units have just absolutely massacred them. So while this is all going on, the Agony guys all the way back here are just capturing the base. And you know, definitely Prussian Prince and Haxo and Agony Duck have just been so offensive on this left flank of a battlefield here, and they just did a great job of just harassing and just taking it to them, really. Dave, you see, and that doesn't need to engage. But you know, why not? Get a frenzy charge into a spear unit. What's the worst that could happen? And life there as well. Keeping them down. So yeah, I think that's a very good show. You can see the speed of these barbarian cavalry units, the chargers especially, and just how well they can deal with kind of constantly being a harassing presence on the battlefield. And when they do decide to turn around, and when they do decide to go in for the killing blow, it's a powerful one indeed, and a one which is going to be a terror on the battlefield of Total War Arena. So thank you very much, guys, and keep an eye on our social media, where we'll be coming up with more testing grounds in the near future.